You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Mr. Chair, I'd like to direct my questions to Ms. Cassandra Ong. Ms. Ong, kumusta ang pakiramdam mo? Nakatulog ka ba ng maayos? Nakakain ka okay ba yung pagkain mo?
Okay lang po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so yung blood sugar mo okay naman?
May maintenance naman po.
Okay, sige. Thank you very much. Sir Chair, Ms. Cassandra Ong, balikan lang po natin yung mga naunang pandinig, no? Na-establish po natin yung fact na you were born in 2000, in year 2000, right? And then you were not able to finish your elementary education. That's correct, right? Yes. Pwede pong pakigamit po yung mikropono para tama po?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Tama po. And then in 2019, you were 19 years old at that time and you were already the representative of Lucky South 99. No? Tama po ba yun?
Mr. Chair, I refuse. I invoke my right against self-incrimination po kasi may final na rin kaso sa akin.
Anong pong case yun, Ms. Ong?
Sa human trafficking po.
What does that, ano po yung kinalaman doon sa... But anyway, Ms. Ong, dito po, kasi it's already an established fact that you were, in 2019, you were already representing Lucky South 99 as indicated by the sublease agreement that you entered between Lucky South and Whirlwind Company. So, but the fact is you were 19 years old at that time. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige. So, sa unang pandinig din po, na-mention niyo po na hindi niyo po sinusubaybayan itong hearing na ito prior to your coming here, no?
Hindi lahat.
Hindi lahat?
Bali, napapanood naman. Sobrang madalang lang po.
Okay. So, aware din ho kayo dun sa mga unang katanungan regarding your first meeting kay Attorney Harry Roque? Yung mga kasagutan po niya?
No po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, maaari niyo ba pong may salaysay kung ano po yung nature or yung circumstance ng inyong pag-meet ni Mr. Harry Roque?
Saan po ulit, Mr. Chair?
Maaari niyo po pang may salaysay kasi sabi niyo hindi ho kayo nakikinig or nanonood sa mga naunang pandinig ng committee ito. So, hindi niyo rin ho, I think, nakita o napanood yung mga kasagutan po ni Attorney Harry Roque nung siya po ay tinanong kung paano po kayo unang nag-meet, no? So baka for fairness sake, no? Maaari niyo po ba bang may salaysay sa amin dito? Ano po yung nature, ano po yung circumstance kung paano ho kayo nag-meet first ni Attorney Roque?
First time na mag-meet
Yes,
po,
first
no?
time.
Na-explain ko na po last time sa committee na to. Ang sabi ko po is, nakilala ko siya during nung time na after election po.
Ano pong year yun?
After election, mga around
Kasi dalawa pong election. In 2019, nagka-election po tayo. In 2022,
yung last election po is
2019.
20.
Tama po ba?
Hindi po.
2022.
Opo.
Okay, nung 2022 po kayo nagkakilala ni
Opo.
Sa anong paraan po kayo nagkakilala, Mr. Chair, Ms. Ong?
Pinakilala lang po siya sa akin during dinner. Basta sa isang pagkainan lang po.
Okay. Ano po ba yung panag-usapan nyo doon sa dinner na iyon?
Wala naman po.
Wala?
Opo.
Okay, sige. May alam ho ba kayo sa solar business?
Ayun po yun sana na magiging parang partner po namin.
Ano po?
Ayun sana magiging isa sa mga negosyo po
So, ibig
namin.
sabihin, mayroon kayong pinag-uusapan. Hindi tama yung sagot mo sa akin na wala kayong napag-usapan. Or...
Mr. Chair, sorry po. Ang sinabi niyo po kanina is nung una po, di ba? To be honest, nung una wala po masyado. Ang alam ko, wala po talaga. Pero
Hindi,
meron
kasi
po...
ang Mr. Chair, Ang sabi ko, gusto ko lang pong ilinawin dito na kasi nga po you were very somewhat close or had an influence or perhaps meron kang certain relationship with Attorney Harry Roque na yung hiningi mo sa kanyang samahan kanya sa pag-course. So hindi lang yun acquaintances. Maybe something is really between you. That's why I'm trying to understand whether Attorney Harry Roque was really telling the truth when he was asked the first time that you met. Ang sabi po niya is you met together in a I don't know, in a convention or in a para po doon sa mga solar business, no? So now you're telling me you met Mr. Attorney Harry Roque in a dinner and hindi kayo nag-usap or wala kayo napag-usapan?
Nung first, Mr. Chair, nung first meet po namin, ang pagkakaalam ko wala po. Baka possible po, ang kausap niya po yung ninong ko po.
Okay. But then again, tanungin kita. Sabi mo kanina, you were at this point in time, you were probably, let's keep 2022, you're probably around 19, 20. You're 22 years old. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Pwede mo ba sa akin malaman kung ano po yung alam nyo sa solar business, sa energy?
Hindi po ako yung mismong may alam po sa solar business po.
So bakit kayo nag-meet kung wala kang alam sa solar business?
Again po, yung ninong ko po, hindi po siya marunong mag-Tagalog, hindi po siya marunong mag-English.
Alright. Pero ang sabi po ni Mr. Harry Roque ay nag-meet kayo sa isang convention and not sa dinner, no? But be that as it may, just want to find out really the first meeting between you and Harry Roque and representing your ninong. Anong nangyari po? Anong company po ito nire-represent ng yung ninong nung nag-meet kayo?
Bali, ang pagkakaalam ko wala pa po. Parang first meet po is parang pakilala po ang alam ko po.
Yeah, pero at least hindi niya kayo imi-meet kung wala siyang interest o wala siyang mag-engage into business, hindi ho ba?
By that nung time na yon, Mr. Chair, hindi po yata ako hindi po ako yung naging translator nung time na yan. So, hindi.
So, anong ginagawa mo doon?
Bali po, nung time na yon, I think galing ako somewhere, tapos sumunod lang po ako nung time na yon kung hindi po ako nagkakamali.
Sumunod ka lang?
Nung time na yun, Mr. Chair, bali siguro other place po ako galing nung time na yun, tapos hindi po...
Hindi, okay, babalikan ko na lang yun, Miss Ong. Ito
Okay
naman
po,
po
Mr.
tayo.
Chair.
Yes po. Mr. Chair, nung nakarang hearing din, Mr. Chair, na-establish nga talaga na you were connected with Lucky South 99. Tama ho ba? In fact, you are the representative, authorized representative ka ng Lucky South 99, no? You were once. Tama ba?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, I invoke my right against self-incrimination po kasi may final na po silang kaso sa akin ngayon.
Regarding what?
Sa human trafficking and regarding with connection of Lucky South po. Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
but be that as it may, it's already established fact, no? So you were a legal representative, authorized representative of Lucky South 99. Simula po ba nung 2009, familiar ho ba kayo sa Kirchner Games International?
I'm not sure po, Mr. Chair.
Sigurado ka?
Opo.
In 2009, Mr. Chair, nag-apply po ang Lucky South 99, in fact, for nandito po yung application kit of Lucky South 99 as service provider for Kirchner Games International dito po sa PAGCOR. I'd just like to, if I may request, Mr. Chair, the COMSEC, pwede pong paki-flash sa monitor Yung service provider application form. Hindi, yung isa po. Yung application kit of Lucky South as service provider for Kitchener Games International. Yan. Pirma niyo po ba yan? Ms. Cassie Ong? Ikaw po yung nakapirma dyan sa isa sa mga form ng Lucky South 99 noong 2009 na nag-apply ito bilang service provider. Tama po ba?
Parang...
2019, I'm so sorry. 2019.
Mr. Chair, parang hindi ko po sulat yan. Do you have the copy po?
Yeah.
Pwede ko makita.
Yeah. Comsec, please.
Thank you po, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, I hope this will not be deducted from my time.
Yeah, it will not be deducted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, Mr. Chair, Ms. Ong.
Pwede po magsabi.
Yes po.
Bali po, Mr. Chair, hindi ko po talaga sure if sign ko po yun o hindi.
Okay.
If ever sign ko po or hindi, that's way back 2019. So, hindi ko po masigurado. Pasensya na po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, ito yung isang malaking dokumento, isang importanteng dokumento ito, no? Ito yung nagpapatunay na ang Lucky South 99 ay magbibigay bilang isang service provider sa isang kumpanya din ng Kitchener Games International. So, I don't think it's that easy to forget, no? Especially if you affix your signature being a corporate as a representative. But I'd like to ask if we have NBI here, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Attorney Magno is present. Before that, let me acknowledge the presence first of Congresswoman Janet Garin, Congressman Bambi Emano, and Congresswoman Arlene Brosas. Please proceed.
Thank you, NBI. Diba, part of your work in the investigation of this case is to compare and verify the signatures, is it correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so do you have a doctyloscopy expert in your division, in the Bureau?
With regards to specimen
Signatures and
signatures,
specimen
we have
signatures.
the question document division.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'd like to probably submit these documents to NBI so they can confirm whether the signature is forged, because we would like, or whether the signature is really authentic. But I do believe this is really authentic because the document that we have in our possession came from PAGCOR. So NBI, I would just like to submit, I would later maybe, and then verify. Maybe can you do that today?
It will depend on the specimen submitted, Your Honor, Mr.
Okay.
Chair. Of
Thank
course,
you.
we need the original of the document and then the specimen signatures of the one being questioned,
So, but
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, but I assume that you already have the specimen of the signatures of Ms. Cassie Ong et al. Since you have already started the investigation of Pogo operation, right?
We will check, Mr. Chair.
So it would not be difficult for you to really verify whether these signatures are authentic or not.
We will check with our investigative team.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Now, Ms. Ong, gusto ko lang pong malaman, may kilala ho ba kayong Han Gao? Kilala niyo po ba yan?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
So kung kilala niyo po ba, alam niyo ho ba rin na base dito sa dokumento, nag-apply ang Lucky South noong 2019 at siya ay isang CEO and president po ng isang service provider, no? At tinutukoy dito sa application form ay ang Lucky South 99. Tama po ba?
Mr. Chair, hindi ko po sigurado kasi hindi po ako yung nag-prepared niyan, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, but kilala mo ho siya?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So alam ni rin ho ba na na siya ay based doon po sa certificate na pinakita natin, connected po ito dahil ito po yung nag-a-apply ng International Games Incorporated. Tama po ba?
Pasensya na po talaga, Mr. Chair. Hindi ko po sigurado kasi hindi naman po.
Okay, sige. Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask if we have Bureau of Immigration here.
Attorney Ongtad is present from the BID.
Maybe I would like to ask PAGCOR. First PAGCOR.
Sure.
Yes. PAGCOR, do you have in your list a person with the name of Han Gao as one of the CEO, used to be the CEO and president of Kirchner Games International Incorporated, who's also applying for availing of the services of the Lucky South 99. Would you confirm?
Mr. Chair, we will check the name, Miss Howe.
Yes.
Gang. And Mr. Chair, for clarification, Kirchner Games is the POGO licensee.
Yes.
And the one that is applying
Service is the
as
Lucky
service
South
provider
99.
is Lucky South 99.
That is correct.
Yes, sir. We will check, sir.
Sige, thank you. What's so surprising, Mr. Chair, is that this person is 23 years old when she was applying, and when she was already indicated here as a president of that said company. And Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask immigration again. Do you have any data regarding this particular person? What's her visa status?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'll be inquiring from the officer and then I'll be giving you an update on the identity or whatever data we have on this individual.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Now, I'd like to proceed, Ms. Ong. Bakit po, according to PAGCOR, no, una po, ano po yung nature ng kumpanya ng Lucky South 99? Baka alam nyo po nung pagpasok nyo. Di ba ho, isa yun sa mga service provider, tama ho ba? Tama ho, PAGCOR? Kasi
Yes, sir.
baka mag-invoke naman si Ms. Ong.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, Ms. Ong, in 2020, ba't nag-a-apply ngayon ang Lucky South 99 for a POGO license from a service provider at nag-apply kayo after a year as a POGO operator?
Mr. Chair, pwede ko kayo i-consult sa lawyer ko saglit yan.
Hindi, pero hindi, ito na-establish na po ito na di ba? In fact, you went to the PAGCOR with Attorney Harry Roque. Now, from the service provider before in 2019, you have applied for a POGO license, di ba? Ang tanong ko ngayon, Ms. Ong, bakit nag-a-apply ang Lucky South 99 for a POGO license? Dahil
Mr.
nag-operate na ba ito as a POGO? Tama
Pwede
po
ko
ba?
i-consult saglit yung
Okay,
lawyer
sige,
ko.
please.
Para lang sa... Mr. Chair,
Yes.
po.
Yes
I
po.
invoke my rights against self-incrimination kasi kasama daw po yung Lucky South or yung operation ng Lucky South sa na-file nilang kaso po.
Anong kaso yon again, Miss Ong, Mr. Chair?
Human trafficking po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Okay, but at any rate, Mr. Chair, in 2020, Lucky South 99 applied from a service provider, applied for a Pogo license. In fact, it was approved on October 2020. Tama po ba? I mean, this is a record. Tama po ba?
I'm not sure po, Mr. Chair.
But it was approved in 2020. You were there. You were actually asking for a... But at any rate, alam niyo po ba ang konsepto ng isang service providers, Miss Ong?
No po, Mr. Chair.
Ha?
Hindi po kasi ako mismo yung nag-apply ng mga yan. Nag-representative lamang po ako. Wala po akong kinalaman sa...
Pero ito, sige.
Opo.
So, itong service providers, pwede naman itong maging BPO o customer relations, o Pogo, pwede rin itong taga-operate ng games, pwede rin, just answer if it's yes or no, ha? Pwede rin itong IT support provider, gaming software platform, provider, meron ding streaming provider. Tama po ba? Yan po yung, tama po ba?
Pasensya na po, Mr. Chair. I'm not sure po talaga.
Hindi ka sigurado?
Hindi po.
Pero ikaw yung corporate secretary, what makes us...
In-
paano po namin maintindihan at paano po namin maniniwala na wala kong kaalam-alam when in fact, you've been authorized to sign documents to represent Lucky South 99. In fact, you went to PAGCOR to apply for a renewal or for an IGL after the PAGCOR has amended their guidelines for a Pogo operation ng IGL. So, paano po kami maniniwala doon na, una, hindi mo alam ang pag-uusapan niyo doon ni Harry Roque, dumating ka lang doon, tapos ngayon na-involve ka sa Lucky South 99 in 2019, pumipirma ka ng pumipirma ng mga importanteng dokumento, tapos wala ka man kaalam-alam. Ganun ba yung gusto mong sabihin sa amin?
Mr. Chair, i-correct ko lang po. Corporate Secretary po ako ng Wordwin at Lucky South po. And hindi po ako yung nag-apply mismo ng license ng Lucky South po.
But you must be very, very influential in the company because you have been authorized by the company to sign on behalf of the entire company, on behalf of the stockholders. So why do you have that kind of influence and the trust of the shareholders to authorize you to sign documents on behalf of the company? What makes you so special?
Mag-consulta lang po ako sa lawyer
Okay.
ko.
Gusto tayo sa Ms.
I'm not
Rachel.
sure po kasi if... can I answer po?
Sige, please answer. And then, last two questions, Congressman Adiong.
Ang bilis pala ng 10 minutes. Okay. So, mag-fast forward na lang po ako, Mr. Chair, sa Kasi medyo mahaba po yung itatanong ko sana kay Ms. Go, pero
You
ito na lang po.
we can have a second round for those who want to register again to ask questions to our resource persons. We can do that on our second round, Your Honors. So, because we have a long list of members who wish to ask questions, that's why we're limiting it to 10 minutes each. Kindly wrap up, Congressman Adiong, and then we will reserve you for the second round.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sa dati pong unang pangdinig, ang sinabi nyo, hindi ka involved sa operation ng Lucky South 99. Tama ho ba?
Opo. Opo.
Yes.
Iba po yung nag-represent at inutusan po sa may kinalaman po sa operational.
Kaya nga, ang sinabi mo, Sinabi mo nga ay ang ano mo lang, ang participation mo lang is ikaw ang nangongolekta ng bayad. Tama po ba?
Mr. Chair, regarding sa pangongolekta ng bayad po, huli na po noong last year lang po, Mr. Chair.
Ano po?
Since last year lang po yung regarding po sa payment po ng pagkor po.
Oo, yung pangongolekta. No, pangongolekta ng mga ano nyo. Yung mga, di ba nagbibigay ng ang Lucky South 99 sa service providers. May mga kliyente po kayo, hindi ba?
Meron kliyente po ng Lucky South 99 po,
And when
Mr.
you were
Chair.
part of the whirlwind, is it correct that one of your clients is Lucky South 99 and there's been other companies who rented the space? Kasi ano kayo developer ka, realty developer. Hindi ba? Tama mo ba yun?
Tama po, pero
Okay, so ano yung participation mo doon?
nagpaparenta lang po kami.
Kaya nga, so sabi ko nga, ikaw yung kumukolekta ng mga payments, no? Ng inyong mga kliyente. Tama po ba yon?
Iisa lang po yung kliyente namin, Lucky South 99 lang po.
Lucky South 99.
Opo, Mr.
So,
Chair.
ilan po yung inirerentan po ng Lucky South 99? Hindi po ba na-establish yun na isang address din po yan?
Opo, Mr. Chair, iisa lang.
Isa lang address
Opo.
ang Lucky South 99. Yung mga iba pong mga service providers na binibigyan po, sineservicean ng Lucky South 99, hindi ho nyo kinukuhan din po ng mga renta?
Sorry, pwede po pakiulit, Mr. Chair?
Yung mga others clients po ng Lucky South 99, for example, hindi nyo ho kumukuha ng renta ang Whirlwind Company?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Sige, na-establish din po, Mr. Chair, sa mga unang pangdinig, si Miss Baterna ay inyong executive assistant. Tama po ba yun?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, nandun po dun sa affidavit na sinubmit po nung kaso po dun sa ang lawyer po is si Harry Roque. Si Miss Baterna was cited there, signed the documents in the judicial affidavit as your executive assistant. By this time, she's already representing Lucky South 99 and you were representing Whirlwind Company. I'd like to ask na lang, Miss Baterna, familiar din ho kayo sa Fujian Company? Fujian, ano yun, Brad? Ano yun? Fujian, Fujian Amoy. Fujian Sheng Amoy. Familiar kayo doon, Miss Baterna?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Hindi
Pero
kayo
nakita ko po yung pangalan ko kanina nandoon po.
Yeah. Pero familiar kayo doon?
Hindi po.
Hindi ho nyo alam na nag-sign ho kayo nung unang nag-invest kayo doon ay very minimal naman po yung share nyo doon. Tapos, by the time that Miss Cassandra Ong divested her interest, ay exact amount yung share niya doon sa Fujian Company, Amoy Company, doon sa naging share mo. Alam mo ba yon?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair. Wala po akong share.
So baka tama po yung sinabi nyo na kung may mga dokumento na pinapapirma sa'yo pagdating sa mga investment or mga pagdating sa pera, mga withdrawals, etc., binibigay lang sa'yo ni Miss Cassandra. Tama po ba yon?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Mr. Chair, I know my time is up, and just like to manifest, Mr. Chair, because I have a lot of questions I'd like to ask of Miss Cassandra Ong. Miss Ong, gusto ko lang pong maliwanagan because Mr. Chair, since you have evaded several questions from this committee, you may not be aware of I think so, no? That since you have already evaded several questions, and I don't know if you're aware or you may not be aware that from the previous committee meetings and hearings, Miss Mascareñas, Attorney Harry Roque, and Miss Baterna have consistently pointed to you as the person they've talked to, as the person in charge of, releasing, paying, collecting money from the companies that have connected to you, Lucky South, Win-Win, Fujian, who may directly involve in Pogo, who have something to do with giving operation to Pogo, or may have something connected with the persons whose names are very much prominent in Pogo operations. So Leno, ang point ko lang, Mr. Mula sa dokumento ng mga permits, mula sa dokumento ng mga articles of incorporations, sa mga dokumento na lease agreements, pati na rin sa mga dokumento na sinabmit sa korte. You may evade our questions, but your signatures are all over. Your signatures are all over the place. So, repeatedly, the consistency that we have established in these committee hearings among these three resource persons pointed to you as the person they talk to, the person who is in charge of collecting, paying, and the person who signed several important documents. So I think, Mr. Chair, we have just scratched the surface. I would have wanted to ask more about her dealings, her connection with Lucky South 99 prior to their request or their application to convert the company from a service provider into a POGO operation. And that has been established way back up, I think, in 2021 when they applied for a POGO operation. And when $500,000 have been charged as a penalty that they need to pay. And that's the time she requested the presence of Attorney Harry Roque to lobby and perhaps to help her pay the 500 and then get the permit for IGL. So everything that we are trying to unearth here, Ms. Cassie Ong has been evading the questions and hiding behind the premise of self-incrimination. But it is very obvious, Mr. Chair, despite the fact that she tried to hide herself from the right against self-incrimination, one thing comes out that cannot be denied. Her signature is all over the place, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much for the time.